Hi guys, Dave here. This is my channel, Dave Rides Again. Saturday the 10th of February. As you can probably tell from the spectacular backdrop behind me, I'm not in County Durham. I'm back in Spain, in my favourite place, Santa Pola, for another 2-week training block. Get the day started the right way with a little walk along this deserted stretch of beach just as the sun comes up. The build up to the Mallorca 312 is now well and truly on. And during this training camp, we're going to be up in the ante, and at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm doing my first event of the season, which is a Gran Fondo in a town called Ondara, which is just north of the Calpe and Denia region, so that should be a good one. I was strapped on the GoPro and bringing you guys along for the ride. It's just turned 9 AM, the local Lidl's just opened, so we're going to head there now, pick up some fresh pastries for breakfast and get out on the bike. Day one, nice steady ride planned, 4.5 hours. Zone 2, going to head south towards Torrevieja, nice cycling calf down there called Lovello. It's a great ride, beautiful day, let's get into it. Just rolling out of town now, it's just after 1 o'clock, 22 degrees, it's a bit breezy but we're not going to complain too much about that. I've seen loads of videos on YouTube of guys out riding in Spain at the moment, going out at the crack of sparrows at 9 o'clock in the morning, freezing cold for the first 3 hours. The weather in Spain at this time of year can be quite chilly, so my advice would be stick the kettle on, get yourself another coffee, get out a bit later in the day. By the time you get to 12 o'clock, temperature's normally gone up a good 10 degrees and is perfect for riding the bike. We're based in Santa Pola. Santa Pola is an area that most Brits aren't that familiar with. Normally when I mention it, I just get a blank look. Brits normally head from Alicante north towards Benidorm, Calpe, Denia. Santa Pola is a small traditional Spanish fishing town. It's about 10 kilometers south of Alicante. It's got a really cool vibe, loads of great restaurants and bars, stunning beaches, so what's not to like? Most importantly though, for us cyclists, the roads are absolutely incredible. There's no denying that the roads and climbs around Calpe and Denia are fantastic, but if you go there, you're in the mountains climbing every single day. Santa Pola has some great variation of terrain. It's basically flat or rolling terrain within a 25-mile circumference of the town before you hit the mountains, so if you're coming out in the winter to build some base fitness, it's a great option. If you want to ride some big mountains, there's plenty to choose from. You just got to ride the 25 miles to get them, but then you're into a whole other world. And if you want to go to Calpe or Denia, it's only an hour away in a car, so in my opinion, it's the best of all worlds. It's only just over 2 weeks since we were last here, but it feels like a much longer time. It's nice to ditch the indoor trainer, get the winter bib tights off, and feel that sun on your skin. Starting the run into the Café now, another 2 or 3k, glorious stretch of road right alongside the canal, got a roaring tailwind, a cup of coffee and a piece of carrot cake awaits. That's a Café stop done. Awesome little spot. The guy who owns it, I think he's a cyclist, and you can really tell. The menu is quite different to more Spanish cafes. In the land of the ham and cheese bocadillo, it's rare to see smashed avocado and scrambled egg on toast on the menu. But yeah, it was a most welcome change. Nice slab of moist carrot cake, washed down with 2 coffees, just the job. Nice little shop attached to the cafe as well. If you're a rider and you're in the area, it's definitely worth a look. Just over 60k in the ride now, just started the run for home. Hopefully going to pick up some tailwinds because the wind's been pretty chewy most of the way out. Nice and flat, hopefully nice and fast. So the first thing I knew about Santa Pola was back in, I think, 2017, when my good friend Mark, he was relocating over here with work, and I had a van. I loaded up with all his kit and his best mate, his dog Hector, and brought them across. Had a bit of a road trip, spent 4 days here riding, and just instantly fell in love with the place. And I've been coming back 3 or 4 times a year, pretty much every year since then. Last year was the anomaly when I got a little bit lost with setting up my new business and yeah, neglected my health and well-being. But this year, as part of my preparations for the events I've got planned, I'm definitely going to be making more of a thing of coming back over here. Yes, finally got that tailwind. Rolling back in towards Santa Pola. Got 100k on now. By the time we get back, it's going to be about 110k, about 3 hours 45. Spot on ride for our first day. Done about 400 meters of climbing all in, which just goes to prove what I was saying earlier. If your level of fitness isn't fantastic and you don't want to knack yourself riding up and down mountains every day at a super slow speed, just putting yourself further and further into a hole, this is a great place to come. You can do a zone 2 ride, tap around at decent average speed and get back with a bit of satisfaction that you've had a good day out on the bike still, but you'll be fresh enough to ride the next day. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, it means the world to me. If you could subscribe to the channel, like this video, any questions on what it's like to ride around the Santa Pola region, stick them in the comment section below. My name's Dave, this is my channel, Dave Rides Again. I'm nothing special, just a mammal on a mission. I'll catch you next time.
We ain't going out like that, we ain't going out like that.